I be looking at like, hey, how many of y'all got girlfriends? Yeah, 70% of y'all girlfriends gonna sleep with another NBA player.
Yep.
Why y'all dating? So get that over your head.
Yep. Because you introducing her to a life. So
introducing her to a life that you are the beginning of.
Yep.
You know, there's a Curry in the league that she been watching, LeBron in the league that she been watching, got Jason Tatum, she got John Morant. Yeah. You on the road, goddammit. You on the road. You on the road. And John Morant hit through the DM. Trust me, brother.
Because they all into hoops.
Let it go.
This is the real reason NBA players keep dating the same women. And Gilbert Arenas just spilled everything. James Harden pulled up to Rajon Rondo's wedding in Lake Como looking calm until that moment happened. His girlfriend, Pi J Spites, caught the bouquet. And Harden's face, pure panic. He froze like he'd just seen a ghost. The man who spent years dodging rings on the court looked like he was trying to dodge one in real life. Within hours, the clip went viral. Fans were clowning him non-stop, saying Harden dodged commitment the same way he dodges defense. But here's the part most people missed. Pi J Spites has a son, Prince, with two-time NBA champ Mario Chalmers, the same Mario who hit that unforgettable three in the 2008 NCAA championship to send the game into overtime. PJ and Mario were together for years before splitting up. Then, a couple of summers ago, she was spotted kissing Lou Williams on a Jamaican getaway. Lou's camp tried to downplay it, saying he was single and free to do what he pleased. But those pictures said everything. And now, Pi J is with James Harden, and the two are expecting a baby boy.
It's like Little Nemo.
Okay.
It's like the Little Nemo, right? It's a big ocean out there, right? And going out in that ocean, going outside that fish bowl, we don't know what to expect.
That's when Gilbert Arenas jumped on his podcast and dropped one of the realest explanations you'll ever hear about why NBA players keep circling around the same group of women. Once you hear it, you'll never look at these relationships the same way again.
She's been an NBA girl, right? She's been an NBA girl.
She's definitely an NBA girl.
Which
yes.
means she understands the rules. She understands the layout. She knows, she understands what needs to be done to keep these men happy.
Arenas said straight up, NBA players aren't chasing love the way regular people do. What they really want is comfort, control, and convenience. These guys are living on the road 9 months a year. They disappear for weeks, sometimes without warning, and most women can't handle that. They don't get why texts go unanswered for hours or why their man seems too tired to talk after practice. Arenas compared it to a job interview, and it weirdly makes sense. Picture two candidates going for the same position. One's got years of experience, the other's brand new. Who do you hire? The one who already knows the game. A woman who's been with an NBA player before? She already knows how this lifestyle runs. She's not gonna blow up his phone during a shoot-around or get jealous when he's taking pics with fans after the game. She knows when to let him rest, when to pack for road trips, and how to keep things chill when schedules get crazy.
I mean, she's gonna know the schedule.
Yeah.
Versus this one, right? So he comes home from practice, this was gonna have lunch ready, this and this. She doesn't know. She doesn't know when you get home. She don't know nothing about the road. She don't know this one packs your clothes up and knows what to give you. This one don't. She has to learn in real time.
The new girl, on the other hand, has no clue. She doesn't get why he needs to be in bed early before game days, or why he's completely drained after back-to-backs. She doesn't understand the constant pressure, the attention, or the reality that thousands of people and women are trying to reach him every single day online. And that's where Gilbert Arenas dropped a truth bomb nobody else wants to admit. He said players don't want to train someone new for this lifestyle. They want someone ready-made, someone who already gets it, who won't take things personal when the NBA grind takes over. According to Arenas, it's not even about romance half the time. It's about finding someone who can handle the chaos of that world without breaking down or bringing drama. And that, he says, is why the same names keep showing up over and over again in NBA dating circles. It's not coincidence, it's strategy. He ended it by saying most of these relationships are built on understanding, not just attraction. Because when your life moves at the speed of the NBA, you don't want to explain. You want someone who already knows the playbook.
This girl, we might get in one fight. She might call the police. Right? Of course they're gonna arrest me, right? Just being whatever. And then now I'm arrested. Now that messes up the money. Or she might get mad and do a rant on social media. Now I'm all exposed. The ones that's been around the block don't do that.
And if you think Gilbert Arenas was exaggerating, think again. Just look at what went down with Zion Williamson, because that situation was straight out of a soap opera. Zion threw a huge gender reveal party with his girlfriend Ahima to celebrate their baby girl on the way. It was pure joy. Pink smoke, laughter, friends, family, the whole picture-perfect moment. A young NBA superstar ready to start his next chapter, or so it seemed. 4 days later, boom, everything exploded. Adult film star Mariah Mills jumped online and set the internet on fire. She claimed she'd been with Zion for years. Then came the screenshots, wire transfers, DMs, and even threats to release over 100 tapes of them together. Her Twitter, now X, had more than 1.2 million followers, and she used every single one to drag Zion's name through the dirt. Mariah even said she was with him in New Orleans just a week earlier and accused him of hiding the pregnancy after everything she did for him. She dropped photos of positive pregnancy tests, demanded the Pelicans trade him, and threatened to post those tapes if he didn't make things right. It got wild fast. Tweet after tweet, hour after hour, each one messier than the last. Twitter eventually suspended her account for breaking platform rules, but the damage already done. Zion's image took a beating. Sponsorships, media, fans. Everyone had an opinion, and none of them were good. Then came round two. Another woman, Emily Taylor, stepped up with her own alleged receipts. Photos showing Zion's distinct Mount Zion back tattoo while he was supposedly asleep in her bed. She claimed he flew her out, gave her courtside seats, and did it all while expecting a baby with someone else. That right there, that's exactly what Gilbert Arenas was talking about. Zion stepped outside the NBA dating fishbowl, and it almost wrecked his entire reputation, because according to Arenas, a woman who knows the NBA lifestyle wouldn't have gone public like that. She would have known the code. Going online like that doesn't hurt him alone. It burns every bridge for good. And if you want to see what happens when that unspoken code between players gets broken, buckle up. The story of Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher might be the wildest example yet. Both guys were Lakers teammates during the Kobe championship era. Warriors on the court, brothers in the locker room. Barnes was known as a straight-up enforcer, tough, fearless, the kind of dude who never backed down from anyone. He was married to Gloria Govan, star of Basketball Wives LA, and together, they had twin sons. But after their separation, everything turned into chaos. Derek Fisher, Barnes' former teammate, started secretly dating Gloria, and when Matt found out, all hell broke loose. Barnes reportedly discovered it through an accidental Bluetooth connection while driving, and the moment it clicked, he snapped. Without hesitation, he drove 95 miles straight from Memphis Grizzlies training camp to Gloria's house, just to confront Fisher face to face. Let that sink in. The man left NBA training camp and drove nearly 100 miles to fight his old teammate over his ex-wife. When he arrived, things went from tense to physical in seconds. Barnes reportedly punched Fisher, and according to his own words later, the fight only ended when his kids begged them to stop. The twins were in the house the whole time, forced to watch their dad fight their mom's new boyfriend, and it shook everyone involved. The NBA suspended Barnes for 2 games and fined him $35,000, but what he said after made the whole situation even more infamous. When reporters asked him if it was true, he drove all that way just to fight Fisher. Barnes replied, "Would you have done any different?" And that line instantly became legendary. But here's the shocking twist. Time has a funny way of healing things. Derek Fisher eventually married Gloria Govan and now coaches the twin sons he once got caught in the middle of. From the man Barnes once swung on, to the guy mentoring his kids on the court. It's one of the strangest, most full-circle stories in NBA drama history. And here's what makes it even crazier. Barnes and Fisher actually reconciled years later. They managed to put aside the past for the sake of the kids and move forward like grown men. A lot of older NBA fans respect that, because as messy as things got, it shows that even in a league full of egos and scandals, sometimes peace really can win in the end. That's how grown men handle their business. They face it head on, settle it, and move on. Matt Barnes didn't run to social media to air out his anger. He handled it in person. Sure, driving 95 miles to throw hands might sound extreme, but at least he kept it real instead of firing off tweets for clout.
I be looking at like, hey, how many of y'all got girlfriends? Yeah, 70% of y'all girlfriends gonna sleep with another NBA player.
Yep.
Why y'all dating? So
Yep.
get that over your
Yep. Because you introducing her to a life. So if she
Introducing
wants
her
this
to a
life.
life that you are the beginning of.
Yep.
And that's when Gilbert Arenas dropped another jaw-dropper on his podcast, a number that made players, rookies, and even fans sit up straight. 70%. He said 70% of NBA rookies will lose their high school sweetheart once they make it to the league. That number alone should terrify any young player stepping into the NBA dream, because that ride-or-die girlfriend from back home, the one who was there through high school games and draft nights, suddenly finds herself sitting courtside next to men who make hundreds of millions, dripping in fame, money, and attention. Arenas broke it down brutally. That rookie is on a minimum contract, still figuring out his place, while the all-star across the floor just signed a $200 million extension.
You know, there's a Curry in the league that she been watching, LeBron in the league that she been watching. You got Jason Tatum, she got Ja Morant. Yeah. You on the road, goddammit. You on the road. You on the road. And Ja Morant hit through the DM. Trust me, brother.
Because they all went
You
to
gotta
hoops.
let it go.
The playing field isn't even close, and temptation hits from all angles. Then Kenyon Martin, the former #1 overall pick known for being one of the toughest enforcers of his era, jumped in to confirm the truth. He revealed that his own son, KJ Martin, who now plays for the 76ers, saw this exact reality firsthand during a team retreat in the Bahamas.
Don't be surprised if she fucking one of your teammates,
Oh, believe that.
right?
Especially in this era.
He go to Bahamas, a little preseason team retreat. He go knock on the door. Who answered the door? He hit me right away. Man, you ain't lying. Yeah. At all, young fella. I'm telling you, it's
shit like
treacherous out here in these streets,
Clockwork.
man.
This shit is clockwork. This shit is clockwork.
Yo, it's treacherous out here in these streets, bruh. No cold, ain't no moral cold out here.
No violence.
And that moment spoke volumes about how much the game and the culture has changed. Because here's the truth. The moral code that used to exist in locker rooms, it's fading away fast. Back in the day, certain lines just weren't crossed, ever. A teammate's woman was completely off limits, and if anyone dared to cross that line, veterans would step in immediately. You'd get iced out, shut down, and lose every ounce of respect in that locker room. Now, those rules barely exist. Younger players don't care about the unwritten laws that older generations lived by. Loyalty has taken a backseat to status, and privacy has been replaced by exposure. Arenas then explained something most fans never think about. The NBA lifestyle creates a dating problem regular people simply can't understand. When most people clock out at 5 or 6 p.m., that's when their social life starts. Dinner dates, movie nights, drinks with friends. But NBA players, their schedules are the total opposite. Their mornings are filled with shoot-arounds, practices, and recovery sessions. By noon, their workday is basically done. And unless there's a game that night, the rest of the day is wide open. That's where the problem starts, because most professional women can't match that schedule. A lawyer can't drop everything at 2 p.m. for a lunch date. A doctor can't leave her shift mid-surgery. A business executive can't skip meetings because her player boyfriend's free for a quick trip. But the women who already live in that NBA world, they can. They've built their routines around that kind of flexibility. They already understand how to adapt to flight schedules, late-night games, and random off days. And that makes them way more compatible for a player's day-to-day chaos. Arenas said that's the real reason you keep seeing the same names floating around the league. Not because players lack options, but because the lifestyle eliminates most of them. He also made it clear that there used to be rules, real ones. Back during his Washington Wizards days, there was an unwritten system to keep things respectful. Players would literally show each other photos of women before making a move just to check if anyone already knew her. It was like an old school honor code. No stepping on your teammates' toes. You'd pull out your phone, show the picture, ask, anyone know her? If someone said yes, you backed off immediately. No drama, no crossover. It sounds wild, but it worked. It kept peace in locker rooms and avoided messy situations before they blew up. But now, everything's changed. Social media flipped the whole game upside down. What used to stay private is now public business. Back in the early 2000s, a player could date dozens of women and nobody outside the circle would ever know. There were no camera phones catching every dinner, no fan videos recording who sat next to who, no Instagram stories exposing every hangout spot. Today, one screenshot, one tagged photo, or one angry post from an ex can blow up a player's entire life. The fishbowl that Arenas talked about, it's got glass walls now, and the whole world's watching from the outside, waiting for something to crack. And that brings us full circle, right back to James Harden and that viral bouquet moment from Netflix's Starting Five. Because in the NBA, Nothing stays private anymore. Not even a look that says, "I'm not ready for that ring just yet." James Harden opened up about his relationship with Pi J Spites in a way nobody has ever seen before, and fans couldn't believe how vulnerable he got. The documentary peeled back every layer of the 10-time All-Star, showing a side of him that had nothing to do with stepbacks, crossovers, or flashy scoring. This wasn't the beard. This was James, the man behind the game. Harden looked straight into the camera and confessed that he's in love with Pi J, saying it over and over like he wanted the world to understand. He meant it. You could feel that emotion in his voice, that honesty in his tone. For a guy who spent years building a reputation for nightlife, luxury, and independence, this was a whole different energy. He explained how much his mindset has changed over time. Back when he was 23 or 24, he admitted he wouldn't have even considered dating a woman who already had a child. He saw it as baggage. But now, at 35, he realizes how wrong that thinking was. Harden said that maturity taught him something big, that being a parent shows strength, stability, and commitment. To him, it now means that woman knows what real responsibility looks like. That's personal growth right there. And you could see it in how he talked about Pi J, not just as a partner, but as someone who's changed how he views life, love, and loyalty. Then came the part everyone was waiting for, Harden's take on the viral bouquet video. He laughed telling the story, but still sounded like he couldn't believe it happened. He said it felt like something straight out of a movie, the bouquet bouncing off hands, twisting through the air, then landing perfectly right at Pi J's feet. Man, it was like fate was messing with me, he said with a half smile. The odds were crazy, but the moment was real and caught on camera for millions to see. Harden's stunned reaction instantly became a meme, but behind it was genuine disbelief, like the universe had just played a prank on him. Pi J later hopped on Instagram to clear the air with her own take, and honestly, she handled it perfectly. She revealed she wasn't even part of the bouquet toss. She was chilling outside the circle, not trying to catch a thing. Then, after bouncing around between guests, the bouquet literally dropped right at her feet. She said she picked it up because really, what else was she supposed to do? Her caption nailed it with one line that summed up the entire situation. A win is a win, whether you were trying for it or not. Fans went wild over that post. It showed her humor, her calm, and her understanding of how ridiculous the moment was. That viral clip might have started as a funny meme, but it ended up showing something deeper, how unpredictable life in the NBA bubble really is. And that's what Gilbert Arenas had been trying to explain all along. These players live in a world that doesn't follow normal dating rules. The money, the fame, the constant travel. It all changes how love, loyalty, and trust work. Women who understand that world become rare and valuable because they already know the rhythm. They've lived the grind, survived the spotlight, and understand the unspoken rules that most outsiders struggle to learn. It's not just about fame. It's about surviving a lifestyle that tests patience, privacy, and pride every single day. And that's the part fans forget. Behind the headlines, behind the viral clips, these are real people trying to figure out how to balance chaos with connection. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. And I'll see you in the next one.